Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, where do I even begin? I kind of just wanted to sit down and have a talk because I'm out. I'm now dating again. Like, I ended my men's cleanse, which I was on that for 4 months, and you're like, bitch, what the fuck is a men's cleanse? Basically, a men's cleanse, I cut off all the men. Like, I just was like, I don't want to talk to men for 4 months. I just like really want to focus on myself. I had a big move from New York to California, and I was like, I really just want to focus on myself. And like the men I was attracting and the men I was with, honestly, were so shitty. But it said way more about me than it ever would say about them, because it's like, okay, why are you picking shitty men then? Like, what are you doing? So I was like, I'm over this. I am just gonna do my little men's cleanse and live my best life. Like, which I recommend if you're dating and you're like, what the fuck is up with these horrible men? Like, all these things. Like, maybe take a second and reflect on yourself and your actions a little bit. And you have to be like, okay, what am I doing that's bringing in these horrid, treacherous, disgusting men? And that's kind of just where I was at. I was like, fuck this shit. So one of my men's cleanse, best thing ever. Honestly, it's so peaceful, like not talking to a man, like no man stressing you out, just not even having to speak to any, getting to know them. But now the men's cleanse is over and like I'm dating again. So I'm out there, I'm talking to guys, I'm doing the whole thing. And I guess what I didn't expect was to be so like anxious, I guess. I don't know, I feel like I went into dating and I was just like, the fuck is this? You know what I mean? It just felt like weird. I was like, for a second, I was like, I don't want to do that, but that's my comfort zone. You know, like that's my comfort zone, being like, oh no, I don't want to do this whatsoever. I don't, like, obviously I don't want to talk to these fucking men. I could be single the rest of my life. I'll be so happy. I love being alone. What the difficult part for me is like actually putting myself out there, getting to know people and being vulnerable. That is like really hard for me. And like, I'm not great at that kind of thing. I mean, no, fuck that. I am great at that. I just rarely want to do that. And that makes me a little bit sad. Obviously that comes from like past trauma and things like that. I do want to cry right now. I don't know why, I just like feel like that. But I wanted to create this video just for like an open, honest conversation with everyone, because it's like, maybe you guys feel this way about dating too, or just dealing with that. And the number one thing I feel like great, my camera's fucking dying. I realized in the men's cleanse is like my standard and my worth. I always knew my worth, but like I would entertain stupid fucking situations just for the fuck of it. And I'd be like, yeah, like whatever, like it's fun, ha ha ha. And it's like, it wasn't that fun. Like, you're entertaining this whack ass motherfucker for like what reason, bitch? Like, be so for real with yourself. And there's this like man, yeah, let's call him a boy because he's a boy, but that I've been like hanging out with. I want to be super vague as possible because like if the bitch is watching this, like I will just be annoyed. But I'm not really loving his actions right now. And I really just want to like cut him the fuck off and just be like, I'm so good on this. But like I definitely am interested in him and like interested in seeing where things go. But like when I'm with him, it's great, right? But when I'm not with him, it's like so fucking whack. And I'm just like, what the hell is this? And I don't know, I guess it's just like, I know the games the dumb fuck is trying to play because I've known him. So it's like, I know the games you're trying to play. They don't interest me. They don't intrigue me. If anything, like, why would I ever want to feel like unwanted or like not good enough by someone that like I'm talking to? Like, I don't want to live that life. Like, it was fun in the past, you know what I mean? Like, it was fun to be a little toxic in the past, but like that's just not my journey anymore, and that's just like not what I really want. So it's hard though, because it's like, oh, I actually genuinely fuck with this person. Like, this person's so cool. This person makes, like, I don't know, this is just fun for me, you know? I would be so interested in seeing where things are going with this man, but I'm not loving your actions when I'm not with you. And that's like kind of a deal breaker for me. Like, I get the games and everything because I've played them and I've done them to men, and it honestly just like makes me reflect on that time when I was like that. And it's just like, why were you doing that? Like, what the fuck was the purpose of that? Like, did you just want to make them feel unwanted? Like, what about you made you want to feel like, what about you, like, what about me wanted me to make that man feel unwanted? Like, what was I projecting onto those men when I was playing the games that like this man is like playing with me? And it's just like, I'll be straightforward and honest, and I'll be like, I can't deal with the games, babe. That's just like, if that's your vibe, that's so fine. It's just like not for me, so like get the fuck out of the way, you know what I mean? Like, that's cool. Like, we just like won't talk or like speak or do anything like that again, which is unfortunate because like I like you and I vibe with you and I would be so interested in seeing where things go. But like, if you're gonna be like playing games like that I used to play in the past, like I'm not dealing with it. But then like my toxic side does come out and I'm like, but it's a little bit fun, but it is a little bit fun. But it's not though. Overall, I'm like, I never want to feel shitty. Like, I just never want someone to make me feel shitty. And he's not really making me feel shitty, but I know it will. Like, if I get closer to this person, if you continue to do these actions, that will make me feel shitty. So I can't tell if I'm being like overprotective of myself or anything like that. But yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at with that whole thing. I'm just like, okay, I don't want to play games. Like, if you want to be for real, be for real. We could be for real. I also have had like a lot of people from the past come back, and it's like these dumb fucks that like I just don't care about, unfortunately. Like, I just don't care about them. And that's what annoys me so much, is because like I do feel like I have these like quote unquote good guys in front of me, but like actually genuinely annoy the fucking shit out of me, and I couldn't be any more uninterested. Do you know what I mean? It's like I couldn't be any more uninterested, but I'm interested in the dumb fuck who's just playing games. And that's like what's so frustrating to me, because it's like I have the good, I don't even think they're good guys though. Like, that's the thing is too, it's like you give a good guy a chance and you're like, okay, he's also just like a fucking loser like the rest of them. I don't know, just dating in general. I feel like I just want to make this video just to talk and be like, these are my dating diaries. Like, this is what we're gonna get. It's February 5th right now, 2024. These are my dating diaries. This is what the fuck I'm dealing with. And yeah, I guess for the first time I'm dating people I actually like instead of people who like me. And I feel like the men who have came back in, because a lot of times I would like just date men that like liked me, and I'm like, yeah, cool, like you're gonna wine and dine me, maybe I'll eventually like you. And it's like, that's no way to live a life, you know what I mean? That's just not a good way to live life. And so now I'm just like, no, but then I'm like, okay, but I like the one that is just like a fucking idiot, and I'm not giving the good guys a chance. But like, genuinely, the one pisses me off so dearly, I cannot do any. That one we just know is out of the picture. Like, anytime I receive a text from him, I'm like, what the fuck are you messaging me for, bitch? What is wrong with you? So like, we know that one has to be out of the picture. The other one, I'm just like, no, I'm not that interested. Like, I'm not. And to get me interested in someone, I feel like is the hardest thing. Maybe that's what I'm struggling with the most, is like, I don't get interested easily. I don't like going on dates. I don't like doing those things. Because it's not in my comfort zone. I'd much rather be in my little apartment and just vibing by myself and like hanging out, or like filming, talking to you guys, doing anything like that, or like being with my friends. But like, dating is like not, yeah, I'm just like not obsessed with it. And that's okay. I don't think everyone's always going to be obsessed with it. And I was talking to Nicole the other day, because she had like this whole thing where she was like, I just feel like I'm not ready to be a partner. I'm not ready to be like someone's girlfriend or anything like that. I'm like, Nicole, you're just like lying to yourself. And I feel like I like lie to myself sometimes too, because like I will be in my head, I'm like, no, I just like don't think I should be dating right now at this point in my life or anything like that. And it's like, well, bitch, I'm never going to meet someone by being so closed off. Like, I'm just so closed the fuck off. And I'm trying so hard to be vulnerable. But it's like really difficult, you guys. Like, I always say, like, I know I'm gonna have to go back to therapy when I like get in a relationship, because like a bitch is like that. I've never experienced a healthy relationship. To leave toxic relationships and then be like, all right, I want to actually make the effort to have a healthy relationship, is like genuinely so fucking hard. And like, I know it's gonna be so hard when like I meet that person that I actually want to like really be with, and like I have to actually like sacrifice things and be a partner. I think being alone for so long, and also just like, I provided an entire life for myself. I've provided absolutely everything for myself, and it's, I would never want a man to come in and be my provider. Ew. I know I completely switched backgrounds, and you're like, wait, what the fuck is happening? I'm in the midst of cooking right now because my camera battery died, so I was like, oh wait, I still have to like cook dinner and everything. And I'm like completely different outfit, whatever. I'd actually put some fucking clothes on, but I still wanted to talk about my talk because, and I like to do it while I'm cooking because I genuinely think cooking has kind of became a little bit of therapy for me, and I kind of do get all my best thoughts while I'm cooking recently. Overall, I think navigating dating healthily, like trying to be healthy while dating. Also, yeah, I'm fully listening to Taylor Swift. This is just like my vibe. I don't give a fuck if I get demonetized. Like, this is just who, this is just me in my kitchen, bitch. Like, this is what you're getting. But I think trying to navigate dating and wanting to eventually be in a healthy relationship when all you're really used to is toxic relationships is really difficult, because I notice myself overthinking and like kind of being extra critical on myself, like, is this person toxic? Am I being toxic? All these things, and it just, I always felt like dating should never be hard. I don't think it's like hard. I just think it's literally dating and being healthy, like in a healthy relationship and wanting to have healthy actions while I date is the part that's difficult for me. But I was talking about having hyper independence. I am so independent. Everything I have is because of me. Like, I've done everything myself. I've built everything that I have myself, and I love that. I'm so fucking proud of that. I actually couldn't be more proud of everything I've built, but imagining sharing that with somebody else is really difficult for me. Like, letting somebody else in on, as weird as that sounds to be like, and letting somebody else in on the success and all these things and all these amazing perks that my life has, that's where I get like, I don't know, I've just created so much peace for myself because I grew up in an environment that wasn't peaceful. I grew up in an extremely toxic household, and luckily I was able to like get away from that. We were able to get away from my father and everything in that sense. So it's like, I feel like I've worked my entire life to have a peaceful life and to have just calmness. And I think this is the first year I think I've ever felt that. Like 2023, mainly 2024, like moving to California, I feel like I'm the most peaceful and calm I've ever been. Normally I'm an anxious mess on the day-to-day basis. I was thinking that today. I was like, I haven't called Sissy and had like one Men TV since I've been here, which I take a lot of pride in, because the Men TVs, they happen, and that's fine. I'm gonna have some, but I don't know, I've worked so hard for this level of peace and also the success that comes with it of having a life of peace. I've also worked really hard for that, and that's why I'm so quick to cut a motherfucker off while dating. I'm not going to lie. I just feel like if you're going to come into my life, I want peace, and I want stability, and I want comfort, which is honestly like bare minimum. I need nothing else other than someone to just bring peace and comfort and like safety, I guess. Like, that's when I think of a partner that I want in this lifetime. I just want someone supportive and just that can be my peace on the crazy days. You know what I mean? It can be my peace away from this crazy life. God, it's honestly really difficult for me to be vulnerable because obviously, I guess I just struggle with the fact that like bad bitches can be vulnerable too. Like, if anything, I think it's the most bad bitch thing you can do is like be vulnerable, but I think it's a really difficult thing for me that I'm like trying to navigate. But I think this YouTube video will be a good start to that, hopefully. But yeah, being hyper independent and being like, I take care of people around me. I'm a nurturer. I'm that kind of person. I don't want to really, not that I don't want to do that in a relationship, not right away, you know? So it's where it's like, okay, this is what I struggle with. I feel like I'm trying to fucking get at is like, okay, I can like someone. I can fuck with this person. I can fuck with this person heavy and all these things. But like, my tolerance is super low, you know? And for dealing with men in general, it's super fucking low. And there's just so many things I will never put up with. And with that being said, I feel like while dating, you have to allow people to make mistakes. You have to allow people to be themselves. The only way anyone's ever gonna grow is if they make mistakes. I just don't like the issue is like, I'm just literally not willing to like sit through somebody's mistakes, and that's like fucked up because I still have so many mistakes I'm going to make while dating. And I think my mindset and just my hyper independence causes me to cut people off really quickly, because I don't know the difference between allowing somebody to grow and somebody like fucking up and being a bad person. Because I'm like, I could stick around and I could watch this person grow and all these things, or I could walk away and I'll still be okay, you know? And I think that could be a dangerous mindset of like, I'll still walk away and I'll be fine. Honestly, I think it's a great mindset, but in my specific position, being a hyper independent woman who has experienced a great level of success this far, I'm just like, I'm almost not allowing people to make mistakes that are meant to be made in this lifetime. Like, all my mistakes have led me to the best version of myself, and will continue to do that. So I should give people grace. I just think it's a little difficult for me to especially give men grace. I don't really have that in me. I grew up so, like, I didn't obviously have a good relationship with my father. We all know that. And it caused me to kind of be the man of the household as much as I could be. And it caused me to be hyper independent at a young age, you know? So I think I'll always have that hyper independence. I think I need to work on having empathy and grace while dating and not strive for perfectionism all the time. Because I do strive for perfectionism in all other parts of my life, which is like, I'm a perfectionist kind of person. And I'm definitely a very controlling kind of person too. That's just in my nature. And it's not really the best quality to have while dating. It's really not. Because I'm not allowing people to make mistakes and be themselves and learn. So that's the struggle that I have while dating. It's like, do I really want to sit with someone while they learn? But then again, like, that person's going to also need to sit with me while I learn. I have never been in a healthy relationship. So it's like, it's almost insane to me to think of like two people that have been in like toxic relationships can come together and be in a healthy one. Like, how? And I honestly just think it's communication, and I think it's step by step. But yeah, I'm really nowhere even close to a relationship. Maybe I am, and I just don't fucking know it. I'm just like learning a lot about myself in this chapter of this season of my life and while dating. And I'm learning patience, which is really new for me. I'm in control in all other aspects of my life. I work for myself. I'm in control of everything that I do. But the one thing I'm not really in, well, I also am in control while dating, but like, I can't control that other person while dating. You know what I mean? And that's something that's difficult. But I think when you've created your peace, and you created a life you love living, it can be harder to let somebody in because of the hyper independence. So for me, dating is like working through that hyper independence, because I'll always be that bitch. It's like, I don't need no fucking man, and I don't need a man. But wanting a partner in this lifetime is definitely something I do want. So that's gonna, like, I think that'll be the most interesting era of my life. I kid you not. That'll be one for the books. Literally. Navigating a healthy relationship. But I'm excited for that chapter because everything I learn, I love to share with you guys. I love to put it in a podcast or even like a TikTok or even here. And I feel like we're all just people fucking learning, and we're people growing, and we're trying our best. And that's literally all we can do. There's really nothing more to do. But I'm trying to be more vulnerable. I'm scared to date because it's not my comfort zone. I don't love being hurt, but every time I do get hurt, ass gets fatter, bank accounts get bigger, you know what I mean? So it's okay. And I always have myself at the end of the day. And I think I've reminded myself that, and I've created a life where I know I do have myself at the end of the day no matter what. And I'll always be okay no matter what, because I've been through fucking God knows a lot. It's just, I need to have like more grace and patience while dating. But these are just like my dating diaries, I guess. I will update you guys. The more I learn, the more I grow while dating. If you're feeling any similar sort of way, I feel so lonely when I say things like this, and I think that's why I don't love being vulnerable, because when I feel lonely, I'm like, are there other bitches out there that are feeling hyper independent? Like, girls, where are you at? Like, where are we at? You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's just how I'm feeling. That's episode 1 of my dating diaries. I decided right now in this moment as I'm making my orzo that I'm not going to edit this. Everything I've said, I said. So I meant what I said. And I might have rambled, I might have repeated myself a million times, but that's okay. I kind of want all of that in there for the full effect of the dating diaries. But here's what I've been cooking, by the way, so you can kind of get a little sneak peek. You're like, the fuck is this, Livy? We're just trying our best out here. No, honestly, this is my favorite dish in the entire world. Like, I love this so much. It is Farmer's Market orzo, and I put onion in it. I'm gonna put my chicken sausage in it, and I'm gonna put a little bit of cream in it to make it kind of creamy. But I use fresh tomatoes from the Farmer's Market for this, and it makes it absolutely to die for. Highly recommend. Love you guys. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, wherever the fuck you can find me, and keep up to me every day. Make sure to subscribe on my YouTube channel, because I love you and I appreciate that so much. Comment that you love me, because I love you 30 times more, bitches. Bye.